Alright people, so I want to do a video here talking about how many people on the left are just attacking Trump for his business, his organization, and most of the attacks are just complete bullshit. And I want to talk about how many liberals who are spewing this bullshit don't understand business. They don't understand how a business works, how that not everything you do makes money, how yes, you sometimes fail in business. Even if you are a very successful businessman, you sometimes fail in business. Sometimes you lose money in a year because for whatever reason, maybe the economy's bad or whatever the fuck. You know, people don't understand that concept. People don't understand that as a person who is filing taxes, that you should use every deduction possible. I mean, who the fuck wouldn't do that? Who the fuck would not use every deduction possible, legally possible, to pay the least amount of taxes? I mean, are you telling me that these people bashing Trump for supposedly, you know, paying no federal income tax over a period of time, he might have done that? I don't know what he did for sure. But these people bashing him I mean, let's see these people's tax returns, huh? Let's see these people. I mean, so have these people paid more than what they're legally required to? Have they not used every deduction possible to pay the least amount of taxes? You know, how about we see Jake Tapper's tax returns? How about we see Loser Holt's tax returns, huh? And all these fucking, you know, vermin, all these fucking monsters and liars on the left bashing him. Let's see these morons' tax returns. You know, it's just totally hypocritical here. And then you had the story a while back. Oh, Trump's been sued 3,500 times. Again, people don't understand business. And if you're a big company, which actually makes money, there's going to be, you know, again, there's going to be a lot of shysters, you know, shyster lawyers, you know, fucking people who are failures at life looking to scam big businesses and get some money for bullshit reasons. I mean, we've all heard about, you know, McDonald's being sued for having coffee that's too hot, or I think I saw something in the news like Starbucks was sued for putting too much ice in their coffee. You know, the liberals don't understand we live in a world where you could sue for anything. I mean, you could bring up a lawsuit against anybody for really anything. And that counts as a lawsuit. Now, it turns out Trump has won most of these lawsuits that have been brought up against him, which they don't bring up. They just say, oh, he's been sued 3,500 times. Even a small business. My dad owns a small business. He's based in one location. He's been sued for dumb shit. You know, it happens to all businesses. So I can only imagine how many times a big fucking company like Trump's has been sued. And I mean, Trump, you cannot hold Trump responsible for every single action of his thousands upon thousands of employees. So if an employee, let's say a janitor fucks up and leaves and forgets to put out the wet floor sign. I mean, that's probably the most classic example of a lawsuit. Let's say the janitor forgets to, you know, put the wet floor sign out. Somebody slips and falls. Oh, we're going to sue the Trump corporate organization. Is that Trump's fault? No. So, I mean, again, just more bullshit from the left. So, I mean, all these attacks are just ridiculous. You know, that, and then all they're bashing him for, you know, they're just bashing. He's a fucking multi-billionaire. Is he worth, I don't care if he's worth $3 billion or $10 billion. The fact of the matter is, if you're worth $1 billion fucking dollars, if you're a multi-billionaire, you are a fucking successful businessman. There are not many people who can say that they're multi-billionaires. So, and then they come out with, oh, Trump's a bad businessman. Oh, he is? I mean, how many people do you know have a fucking 70-some-story building in the middle of New York City? Have casinos and have golf courses and assets and private clubs and all this shit. I mean, how many people do you know on their own fucking 747 plane? Yet he's a bad businessman? I mean, get the fuck out of here with that bullshit. Again, you have failures as a fucking successful businessman. I mean, there's many classic examples of big businesses putting out products that have been failures. Look at the new Coke recipe. I mean, you could name so many fucking things, marketing things that just failed from big companies, that are successful, that are some of the biggest companies. Not every fucking thing you do as a businessman is going to work. But overall, if you look at the overall picture, they don't talk about all the successes of Trump's business. If we look at the overall picture, again, he is one of the most successful business people in the world. I mean, like I said, how many people could say they're worth billions of dollars? So I'm just so sick of this. I mean, it's like looking at the sky. It's like, wow, that wall is not blue back there. That wall is pink. It's like Donald Trump is a bad businessman. Even though he's worth even the lowest estimates have him worth billions of dollars. So I mean, it's just ridiculous. Just so ridiculous. But in the meantime, you had fucking Hillary Clinton taking foreign donations from countries that treat women like shit. She has email scandals all over the fucking place. She calls half of Trump supporters baskets of deplorables. And you see, I got my little deplorables for Trump T-shirt on right now. My new little fucking T-shirt here. So I always try to wear the best T-shirts in my videos, and I really like this one. Yeah, I even got the fucking hat here that I could put on. Oh yeah, look at that. But yeah. I mean, if you look at the scandals with Clinton, Benghazi, emails, Bill Clinton's rape victims, which say Hillary helped cover up. It's they pale in comparison to Trump's so-called scandals or the dirt on him. Or, oh my God, Trump called a woman Miss Piggy. I mean, people, I've called women way worse than that when I'm talking to my friends, or you're talking on a public comments like this on YouTube or whatever the fuck. I mean, who the fuck cares? Oh my God, he called a girl Miss Piggy. She didn't do her job. She was supposed to, not gain weight, and she did. That's just how the world fucking works. Again, that's called business. I mean, liberals just don't understand how a business works. And they don't understand, too. They try to get Trump. Oh, Trump called her this. Trump called somebody ugly. Oh, my God. Who the fuck hasn't called a girl ugly? Who the fuck doesn't look at a girl and thinks, whoa, she's a fucking fat ass. She's ugly. I don't find her attractive. I mean, we all do that shit. Yet they criticize Trump for doing it. I mean, we've all said things 10 times worse than Donald Trump has said. So, okay, I'm done with this fucking video. I mean, I'm sure all you people understand that these attacks against Trump are just complete bullshit. They're blown out of proportion, and they pale in comparison to the dirt and to the scandals that are rampant inside the campaign of Hillary Clinton. So there you go, people.